What is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we are going to be doing a pretty probably brief live stream. This live stream may not last that long. I have kind of been holding off on doing this live stream because I didn't want to receive the email and then automatically have to end the live stream. So that's probably what's going to happen today. As soon as I start going live, time's probably going to start flying by and I'm not going to even notice it, and then I'm going to receive the email. So as soon as I receive that email, I'm going to hop off this live stream and I'm going to go produce that video for y'all. But other than that, I have not received any news yet from Eversim about the 2019 edition. This is only just a small little live stream that I'm doing as a precursor to what is going to happen. So today we are playing as Russia. This is just a little game that I have actually had on the side as I have been waiting for the 2019 edition. So we are definitely going to be watching over my email to make sure that we are going to see it here first, and maybe I will read it and not say anything to y'all so y'all can hear the suspense of what 2019 is going to bring. So you're going to get my live reaction of the 2019 edition. You will not be hearing anything that is in the 2019 edition. However, you will be hearing my live reaction of how I feel about it. So you will definitely be getting some first-hand looks into what my exclusive look into 2019 will be. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that everyone knows that I am live. And we're going to call everyone in here. So, if you have anyone that is actually a fan of the 2019 edition, go ahead and let them know. We're going to go ahead and be looking into what kind of features are going to be given to us in the 2019 edition. We are definitely on standby for Louise Marie to send me that email, and we're definitely going to, I'm definitely going to give you guys a possible first-hand look into what's to come and how I feel about what is to come. If you guys want, go ahead and start making some guesses below in the chat room, and the first person that guesses it right, you may be eligible for a giveaway if I can actually have Eversim agree to something like that. So we may actually do another giveaway, and if that is the case, then I will give it to the first person who can guess exactly what is going to be in 2019. A possible thing could be the thing that you're thinking of, but I don't know. So I'm going to be watching over my email, and then at the same time, we're going to be playing as Russia. So we're going to come over here. Oh, sugar. How's our sugar industry going? How is it going right now? I keep seeing my thing refresh, and then I always kind of look over because I think that I'm getting an email or something like that, but I'm not. But I have it to where I'm not going to be able to read the first words of the email, but I'm going to have to be able to look into it. So we're going to go ahead and exonerate our sugar industry. We're also going to exonerate our sugar cane industry, and then we are going to exonerate our sugar beet industry. So all of our sugars are going to be exonerated. We are also going to exonerate our tea industry, and then we are also going to exonerate not rice. Rice seems to be doing good. A positive $700 million trade balance. We're going to go ahead and definitely subsidize. We're also going to go ahead and give some extra subsidies to some biofuel, because colza is actually essential into making biofuel, and we are definitely going to want to make sure that biofuel is being produced by the Russian Federation. So we're going to go ahead and give colza $200 million worth of subsidies. That is going to be the most subsidies I'm giving any other agricultural sector as of right now. Cereals, we're going to exonerate. They're negative $27 billion in their trade balance. Trade balance, if you do not know, is the difference between the exports and the imports. So we're importing more than we are exporting. And a massive, massive thing that is going on right now with... Oh, okay, it's still there. A massive situation that is going on right now with myself as Russia is that we are suffering a huge trade balance, trade deficit in my services industry. And for some reason in the tertiary sector, we are suffering a massive trade deficit. And this is horrible. Horrible for this. We're exporting $79.9 billion worth of services in the Russian Federation, but we are importing over $3 trillion worth of services. I do not know why. It seems that we have actually stopped the rapid increase in this. This has been going up ever since about maybe the beginning of 2019 in this game. This is actually, I don't know what it was. I think if you can't hear me or if my mic's acting weird, just tell me, because I'm actually just moving the mic around. But yeah, this is the import situation that we are having right now as the Russian Federation. We are importing over $3 trillion worth of that. And then so I'm going to go ahead and show you which one it is, which is the services sector. We are importing over $2.6 trillion worth of services. I don't know why it is happening like this. I don't know how to fix it. I have been subsidizing the living hell out of it, and I have exonerated it. And whenever I exonerated it, it actually made my economy suffer, so I can't exonerate it. I can't nationalize it because it is too expensive. And then, which, I mean, I could probably borrow like $200 billion from the World Bank, but that is going to put me in a lot of debt. And then this is going to put me in a lot more debt. I would probably be incurring over $1 trillion worth of debt just to try to fix my economy. So we're going to go ahead and probably try to introduce a stimulus package into the Russian economy. So we're going to go ahead and invest billions of dollars into transport. We're going to go ahead and invest more into road and rail transport. We're also going to give another star into air transport, and then we're going to go ahead and give access to the handicapped. That is going to be our stimulus package for the transportation industry. We are also going to expand our highway network from the current one that I already have being built right now. We're going to go ahead and connect Smolensk to Moscow. And then that is going to be it. We're going to go ahead and give full funding to it. That is going to cost the rest of our treasury, and we're definitely going to be borrowing a little bit of money. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get rid of that positive. Wow, thank you so much, Tsar Putin. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but that's a very, very generous donation that you just gave me. Thank you so much for that. But we're gonna go ahead and build a highway from Moscow all the way to Kazan. This is going to be a highway that I'm probably getting. It's $2. That's funny. I'll look it up. But yeah, this is going to be the first highway expansion that we are going to build from Moscow, which we should actually, I'm going to do something similar to whenever I built that massive transportation system as the United States. So we're going to do something along the lines of that, where we're going to definitely connect all the way over to Vladivostok. But yeah, thank you so much, Tsar Putin, for that donation. I really appreciate the support. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. We're going to go ahead and borrow $32 billion worth of money. That is going to be a huge issuance of debt that we are trying to borrow but we need to borrow this money in order to try to save our economy and to try to make services more viable. This is going to be, if you guys actually have any suggestions on how to recover my services industry, please tell me now. So what we are also going to do is that we are going to go over back to services, and we are going to nationalize something. Internet services. Okay, so what are you? So you are already nationalized. So we need to look into everything else is basically nationalized. Numerical networks and infrastructures is not nationalized, but that would cost $69 billion just to nationalize it. And I'm going to go ahead and check my email again, make sure that I'm not being emailed. I'm kind of switching back and forth. Geez, now the stream loaded. Well, you didn't miss anything. I have not received anything from Eversim as of yet. So once I do receive something from Eversim, I will probably end the live stream right then and there, or I will just have a little bit of a live reaction. You guys will hear my excitement for the 2019 edition. So there's probably going to be a couple of laws that we're going to change. Let's go over to work. Let's go ahead and introduce a work package that we're going to change. We're going to go ahead and increase this to $248. We're going to go ahead and increase that. That possibly might increase our inflation. However, we are actually trekking down to about 3%. So that is a very good sign for the Russian economy, that we are not hovering at the high 7% that the Russian Federation actually usually starts out with. So that is a very, very good sign that we are not doing too bad with our economy. I got a notification on my phone. I thought that was Eversim. Man, I'm like on a roll right now. So we're gonna go ahead and decrease some taxes. I think I actually might have to, okay. We're gonna have to increase the value-added tax because I think we might be suffering a little bit of a hard time for we might be suffering a little bit of a hard time because of okay, so here was that I think the services industry might be suffering a little bit because of the amount of because I lowered taxes, and I think that was around the time that whenever that actually happened. So that could be a possibility about why my services industry is acting so bad. So what we're actually going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and build another highway, and we're going to build this, we're going to go north, because I want to build this all the way to Murmansk. We definitely want to go ahead and connect Murmansk, but we're going to go ahead and connect these guys right here. We're going to go ahead and connect St. Petersburg and Petrozavodsk. So this is going to be a huge investment into the Russian economy. We are definitely doing a very good job in connecting our cities. I think the next city connections is going to be between Grozny and Askeren. You guys got to help me out here. All right, we're going to go ahead and borrow another $16 billion worth of funds to make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and accept the legitimacy of the Sudanese election. This is good for national tourism and bad choices between the cities, obviously, because that is always what happens. Everyone always says, man, it's bad choices. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come over here, and we're going to check over inflation again. Inflation is on a good track. I'm going to kind of just keep off the chat. I'm not going to look at the chat for a little bit. I'm just going to look at my email, make sure that I'm not receiving anything. I might receive something at the same time on my phone, but I just really want to see it whenever it comes in on my email. So we should probably be receiving something within the next 15 to 30 minutes. I'm giving him a little bit, you know, he's giving me a little bit to make sure that I have time to make a video, stuff like that. And I appreciate that, Louis. So thank you. Or Louis. I think it's Louis. I've been saying Louis this entire time. I think it's Louis. I apologize if you're listening to this right now, so thank you. We have like 30,000 troops on the Ukrainian border right now. Since they actually did withdraw
the bill
their
has
troops
been voted.
Afterward, I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw my troops. So we're gonna go ahead and come over here to military, and we're gonna go ahead and have all these guys return to base. Oh, that's it. And then again, for those who are expecting me to leak or say anything about the 2019 edition, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to possibly just have a live reaction to it and basically tell you how excited I am. I'm probably going to be very excited. I think Eversim may have a little bit to live up to. If this scheduled liftoff, it's taking place in 1 week. Hell yeah. If I think Eversim has a little bit to live up to in... Oh my god, I saw that missile come at us. I almost got spooked that the Ukrainians were launching an attack against our forces. That was very, very dangerous on the Ukrainian part. But yeah, I think Eversim has a little bit to live up to because they released the 2018 edition, and the 2018 edition was a massive, massive revolution for the game. They introduced space research. They introduced crap, what else did they introduce? They introduced like space research. ICTs. They made the media more interactable. You can make fiber optic internet. You can increase your internet speed inside of your country. You can launch cyber attacks against other nations. You can interact with more with your terrorist networks and stuff like that. You can stop terrorist attacks finally. And you can also citizen awareness of cybersecurity. You can spend money to invest in cybersecurity so your infrastructures don't go down in the event of a cyber attack. So I think that the 2018 edition is going to be a huge thing to live up to. And if Eversim can actually successfully do that with this 2019 edition, they are going to be on a very good track into the future. Which, I mean, it can be by opinion. When are they going to announce on their website? They're going to announce later tonight. That's whenever the official announcement is coming out. I'm going to be receiving the exclusive first look into the 2019 edition. So that is going to be something that that's why I'm like excited about it, and I'm going to talk about it and stuff like that. So that is basically the gist of what we have been talking about this entire time. So yeah, that is basically the situation that is going on. As of right now, I have not gotten anything yet. We are not saying anything yet. So I have not received anything from Eversim yet. If I do, I will tell you guys. Go ahead and make visas mandatory. Since the foreigner is a threat, according to
it's awful
people. Social. I guess that made up for the. That would have had to have made up for that value-added tax that I actually introduced. So we're going to get that to about maybe 19-20%. Definitely gonna have to do something. So let's go ahead and check on our services industry. Let's see how much worse that situation is getting. Custom duties, $2.7 trillion. It keeps going up, and I think it's going to continue to go up. I don't know how I can stop this. Let's go ahead and do some world info. So that is the situation that is actually happening to us. For some reason, the consumption of these services are just skyrocketing. This, and I don't know why, but that's like we're not exporting anything. We're just like the United States. Can you decrease the volume of the game? I actually don't even have the game volume on. Can you decrease the volume of the game? I actually... But, yeah, that's basically the gist of what's going on. So I'm pulling this up right here. Productivity index. Can I decrease? Is my voice too loud? Okay, well, the clicking is actually my mouse. I can't control that because my mic likes to, I have no idea what you're talking about, my guy. Alright, so 2017, 40%, 35% in 2019. Alright, it is 8 o'clock in 2018. We should possibly be getting the 2019 announcement within the next 15 minutes. I don't know. That is just an estimate. We should be getting something very, 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 very soon. Hopefully he does send it to me. If he doesn't, then we will see it tonight. We will see it in around in about 4 hours. So in about 4 hours, you guys should actually see it on their website, which I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up their Twitter, so I can actually just keep an eye on it just in case they announce it and not email me, which would be hilarious. All right, so their last tweet was on July 25th, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull up their website as well. Last update was on September 10th. So, we haven't gotten anything, no emails as of yet. And I'll go ahead, since it is 8 o'clock and we may be getting something within the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and just pull up my email, and I'm going to keep it there. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to... I have to keep building research facilities. Oh, so we already have 5. Alright, that's 5 months, so that's how long apparently takes. So let's go ahead and build another 20. We're borrowing a lot of money, I swear to God. But our next quarterly surplus is if we're saving nearly $2 billion. That's funny. Which actually, we paid off our World Bank loan. Because we actually incurred a loan from the World Bank. I borrowed like $12 billion. And we only owe Japan like $5 billion. We're going to be able to pay them off within this next debt thingy. Alright, let's go ahead and watch this.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
That would have been the funniest thing. As soon as it hit 0, I would have gotten an email. That would have been funny. Alright, no problems as of yet. Possible successful launch. I think this is just our space station. Yep, successful launch. Which I think there are people on that, so thank God it didn't blow up. That would have been an embarrassment to the Russian space program. As if there is one. So that was... what was that? Mercury P. Voskalenin. These are two that I set up. These are not, like, default. So that was a Nauka. Okay, so that was a Nauka module laboratory. Adding a habitation module to the ISS. Only $692 million was funded to the project. Let's see what else we can actually add to the ISS. Living long term on the ISS. And then we are going to call this... They should add a mechanic where you can add more men to the reserve military. Well, I think they kind of do that. I think because whenever you have conscription and the national service and stuff like that, you basically can add that to the military because it kind of builds it up over time and it kind of adds to the reserves. And that's basically what conscription is. It adds to the reserves. But I basically kind of think they already have that kind of mechanic, actually. So we're going to go ahead and call this something. I'm going to look to see what we have. We're going to go ahead and call this Tsar Putin, the Tsar Putin program. This is going to be living long term on the ISS. Escaping capitalism. No. Tsar Vogel. We're gonna fund it. $660 million. It's going to be our own project. We're going to go ahead and create it. It's going to be living long term on the International Space Station. And that is going to be very nice. We're going to go ahead and launch that on 8/29/2020. We have a 20% chance of failure. So what we can do is we can go ahead and give full funding of $1.38 billion. That's going to go ahead and put that down to a 0% chance of failure. So, discovery. So let's actually go back here, and we're going to go ahead and approve that program. And then if we want to do any spending increases for that, make sure, or try to do it even earlier than that, then we can actually do that. Let's go ahead and just keep an eye out for that email. Come on, Eversim, let's go ahead and do it. We got to get this email in, because I got to get that video up. You only got a couple more hours. Let's it is 3:11 in Paris, so that's gonna be something we need to look into. Alright, we should probably be getting the email very soon. Establish the allowance paid to job seekers. I'm not gonna mess with that. 35% to 30% is actually a very good number to probably keep it around. Seems like a very fair number. Having 100% doesn't make that much sense. How many people died in Turkey? Only 7. Good. Whoa, we got a riot. Get a riot. Oh, people are rioting because the 2019 edition hasn't been announced yet to me. So, okay, let's go ahead and send our troops down. Spook these guys off. End the riot. And then let's throw these guys in there.
We have subdued.
We have subdued the rebel movements.
The bill has been voted.
Alright, our immigration bill has passed, and then assassination. And we have a very, very high crime rate. I've actually had trouble trying to get it down, which is funny. Wait, who has a $12 trillion GDP? China has a $14 trillion GDP. And I have the 10th largest economy. That's actually very interesting.
Everything has been implemented. You've changed.
I'm only muted because I was just concentrating. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and ask. I'm surprised I actually don't have permission in a couple of these countries. So Kazakhstan, China, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, India, and Pakistan. We're going to build an oil pipeline all the way down to India, and we're going to sell them oil. Instead of having to ship it from ships all the way down here, all the way to India, what we can do is just ship it directly from the well all the way over to India. Maybe even to China as well. We can build like 2 pipelines, one to China and then one to India. The Russia-India pipeline is actually going to be a little more dramatic. But that should actually be very viable for the economy. Ouch. I'm gonna go ahead and go forward a couple of days to wait for the replies from the pipelines. All right, let's go ahead and check to see who accepted those pipelines. All right, there is a forest fire happening right now while
The bill
salary has passed. So Kazakhstan has accepted, China, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, India, and Pakistan. So the only one that refused my pipeline actually was
This country signed our request for authorization to construct a pipeline on their soil. Since we have a good economic relationship with them, we didn't have any trouble convincing them.
yeah, it does look like we're actually going to be able to do all that. So I'm going to go ahead and actually check to see how this looks in the energy view. Maybe. Oh yeah. I just completely forgot that that they need to fix up the research tree in the 2019 edition. So that's going to be a huge thing that is going to happen, and that is going to make research once again very acceptable. It's unfortunate that maybe if they do fix it in that version, you would basically be having to pay to fix your research tree. But if all the other features in there are good, you know, that actually work out. So start building a pipeline. Let's see what this looks like. So we actually have Europe that we can actually build to. I can actually build, I actually have a straight line shot over to India if I actually wanted to. Uzbekistan definitely would not be able to go through Afghanistan, which actually would be economically ignorant to go through Afghanistan. So what kind of pipeline are we actually going to go ahead and build? What kind of energy does India even need? So let's go ahead and do a contract. And let's go ahead and go to purchase. No, sales. Let's go to sale. Let's see what kind of energy they're needing. Fuel does not need a pipeline. Let's go to oil. Oil, they need 217 million tow worth of oil. What about natural gas? They need 98 million. So oil pipeline would actually be very smart. Okay, so let's go here. Let's check out which ones are actually the largest in tow. So all of these are producing like 30 million tow. Okay, so let's go ahead and start building. We're going to build right through China. We'd be able to deliver to China. And then we're going to go ahead and stop this just north of... We're going to stop it in Jalandhar. the first cost is going to be $28 billion, with 75,000 men to allocate. This is going to be a very long project. Which actually what we're going to do is we're going to go back and then we're going to build it like this. We're going to kind of go around mountains and stuff like that. Something that would be, that would basically do exactly how it would be in real life. I think I got a notification. Oh, damn it, it's not my email. So I'm doing that to me phone. So we're going to kind of cut around these mountains, kind of go over the mountains, but not too far into them. And then we're going to go ahead and start ascending into the Tibetan Plateau. And we're going to cut into India. And then we're going to stop the pipeline in Simla. So the final cost for that is $23.3 billion, 3,861 miles, and then 77,211 men will be allocated to operate it. And we're going to go ahead and give it max funding, which is going to be an annual reimbursement of $17.7 billion to the project, and then we will be borrowing a total cost of $72 billion over the next 5 years. And hopefully, this is another thing that I actually thought of, hopefully in this next update we will actually be able to name projects. We will not be dealing with pipe 4247. We will be dealing with the Trans-Asian pipeline. We can name it the Trans-Asian pipeline. So hopefully that will be an something that they will be giving us the option to do. We're going to go ahead and reduce the manpower to 50 people per mile. It's going to be 193,000 people that are going to be allocated for work. $11.8 billion worth of annual reimbursement that we are going to be borrowing, and then we're going to be borrowing a total of nearly $50 billion for this project. This is going to be a very costly project, but is going to be very, very essential for the Russian economy, so we can sell China and India all this oil. Let's go ahead and accept that project, and let's go ahead and see. I think, yeah, that's being like totally funded by me. So that's, I thought like I was kind of thinking about like the trains where you have to like split the cost and stuff like that, and I was just like, wait, I think I have to do that. Oh man, we could have gone through here, something like that. I wanted to be as realistic as possible. That's what I was trying to do. Change graphic card to GTX 1070. I actually have a GTX 1060. Still have not gotten an email yet from Everson.
Here we go. The construction site, which is really comprised of...
Yeah, the whole computer I'm using right now was I actually built it. My friend helped me build it, but I actually ordered all the parts and stuff like that myself. This has to have been the Nokia.
The mission was completed last evening.
Oh no! No, we just suffered a cyber attack.
We have resisted the attack.
Oh,
the
God,
protection systems, especially in companies, are up to date. Very few victims to report.
All right, let's go ahead and give Let's go ahead and go over to Secret Service. Let's go ahead and give citizen awareness to cybersecurity. Let's go ahead and spend that $70 million. That is going to be essential into making sure that people are educated into what cybersecurity is and practice cyber awareness. So
Our task force
hopefully they will be able to do that, and we'll be very strong against the next attack. Even though we did not lose anything in this attack, we definitely don't want to lose in any attack because they are very damaging to our country. The United States was the criminal
we were able to trace
organization behind the attack. No assistance to the endangered forest. It is absolutely necessary to set up a policy of forest fire prevention because the forests are Russian lungs. In addition to a lot of damage that could have been avoided if the forest goes up in smoke, this is not well invested money, you know. Well, I mean, I think I'm funding forest fires by, like, yeah, I'm funding it all the way. For one thing, I need to invest in, like, all these other ones. We have, like, no volcanoes, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Cyclones, earthquake. Oh, yeah, definitely earthquake. We've suffered earthquakes before. Drought, heat wave, and then flooding and mud flows. Hang on. I literally just realized that 2019 might be a climate change DLC. That will be amazing if it is a climate change DLC. Because Trump is leaving the Paris Climate Accords. He's leaving. Climate change is like this huge thing. That is a very interesting thing if they're going after climate change in this DLC. Regulate traffic. We're going to go ahead and put that whenever pollution peaks. That is going to be federal law in the Russian Federation. No emails as of yet. Let's go, Eversim. Let's go. We need this email. I'm watching over their thing right now. I haven't gotten anything yet, so I'm just waiting. Let me see whenever they sent. Yeah, they sent it about 2 hours ago, so. Yeah, he said, I should provide you the information within 1 or 2 hours. Release of the info is planned for this evening. Regards, Louis. And we're waiting.
The population
Estimated
affected
at
by the
nearly
disaster
$748 million.
is in a
We're
very
gonna go ahead and give
precarious
them
situation.
$1.5 billion because the price always goes up for some reason. So let's go ahead and check that inflation rate. Let's see what that is. That is going down at only 2.92%. So let's go ahead and increase. You know what? I'm going to save my money. This is completely worthless right now. Hopefully it's not going to be... There's a high chance it will be climate change. There's a high chance that either the main focus is climate change or there's going to be a secondary focus on climate change. If they can actually expand on this whole environmental thing right here, that is actually going to be a huge deal, and I'm going to love it. So I think if full update solely on research is another high chance, since the research is broken with the exception of space research, which would not make sense if they're just doing this as like just the update thing, because they will totally miss the mark. They will totally miss the mark if this is not something along the lines of the 2018 DLC. The 2018 DLC brought two major things to the Power and Revolution that made it so much fun: the space research and the ICTs. And that was a very, very amazing DLC. I still love it, and I still love using it today. So if they can at least hit the mark, maybe with something like climate change, and if research actually if not just research working, if they can actually expand on research and research actually like is cool, then that's going to be another accomplishment. So we're going to look into that, and we're going to keep close eye on what the 2019 DLC is going to bring. We're just waiting right now. Wait. Hold on. Come on. Did he? Okay, so nothing's been sent. God. You kind of pop back up, and I'm like, oh my God, he just sent another email. But then nothing happened, so nothing yet. Let's go ahead and increase this to 70%. All affected people have been tax exonerations for investments in real estate. No. What we actually need to do, we need to come over here, go to legislation. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and give tax exemptions for companies using retirement by capitalization. I really have to go to sleep right now, but I am just too excited because if I go to sleep, I'm going to literally get a vibration on my phone, and I'm going to look over, and it's going to be the details for the 2018 DLC. What did I lose? So you got the patch note? No, I have not. Nothing has been sent to me as of yet. I will let you guys know when I do that. I have been live streaming for about an hour, and I have not received anything as of yet. And whenever I do, and I've said this a couple of times, and I'm going to continue to say it, whenever I do, I will let you guys know that I have received it. But I will not tell you what is in it until you see the video. I will set the video to premiere in a couple of hours as soon as I get it, because I'm going to get off this live stream and then I'm going to go record what's in it and stuff like that. I will tease you guys and stuff like that with it, but you guys will not know anything about it until either 1, I release it, or 2, they give me permission to release it, or 3, they release it and then I release it. So I don't know how that release schedule is going in right now. I think they're just trying to like translate the whole thing, put in as much information into the email as they can. Paul Mushikenko's. And so that's basically 40. Okay. $41.14 million has been paid off of our debt. What is our debt right now? Public debt is 3% of our GDP. 3% of the GDP because of all that spending that I have been doing. Very satisfactory results.
The bill has...
Law on traffic has passed, of course. And that has passed as well. That is good. The Romokov mission. We are going to go ahead and approve the program. We're going to do it ourselves. And then all other space programs have been... What is this? The Venus... It's a competing program. What is your funding? Even the United States doesn't fund their stuff as much as they want to. We are ahead of them. That is good news. Date of creation 7719.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last.
All right, so that's getting better. Let's go ahead and check to see what our services is looking like. Oh my God, what is going on with them? What is it? $3 trillion in imports. What is happening? What is happening? Who the hell just messaged me? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to save. And I'm going to leave the World Trade Organization. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the World Trade Organization. And then I'm going to boost the custom duties for services all the way up. All the way. They're going all the way up. Go to sleep. You can barely talk. I know, right? All right, let's go ahead and leave the World Trade Organization. An extremely regrettable decision by the Russian Federation. I don't care. You guys are a horrible organization anyway. Hopefully China just hated us for that. You can, yeah, shut up, you foreign secretary.
Our sportsmen are ready.
So,
but if I may, a few words of encouragement.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go over to no, not that. We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna put like an 80% custom duty on that. So 80% of the imports that are coming in, they have to pay duties on it. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to watch how that happens. $3.5 trillion worth of imports right now. So there's another $500 billion for some reason that's going somewhere. Russia quits the trade organization. United States head of state said it was a big mistake with consequences that will be harmful. Everyone starting with... Okay, Donald. Calm down. Alright, 3.04. Change of player. Oh, oops. Oh, that trade balance went back up. I swear to God.
The theory that...
And we have a hostage situation. Let's go ahead and give you an attack. How many hostages do we have? 22 people are being held hostage inside of a supermarket.
The assault was a major success.
Major success, I knew it.
The hostage takers transmitted a press release.
They will execute the hostages.
You're...
Was it gone? Alright, still no. It is 3:42 in France right now. No email as of yet. Don't know if I can just leave the live stream and then I can just let you guys know. And then y'all would see it. Because I am cold. I have a heater in my room, but then you guys would be able to hear it. Oh man. I've been up all night waiting for this. They probably like hold them back on it because they see me live streaming right now actually. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this live stream right here. You guys will hear from me possibly in the next 30 minutes to an hour. That's probably whenever I'm going to receive the news for that. And then as soon as that comes out, whether I receive it before they release it officially or whether I receive it, I don't receive it, and then I just see it whenever they release it on their Twitter and website. That's basically whenever you guys, if you guys see them post it before I say anything, they didn't send it to me. So just keep an eye on their website, keep an eye on their Twitter, follow their Twitter. It's just EverSimGames, at EverSimGames. I'll give you guys the link real quick before I do anything. And so that is going to be their link to their Twitter. And so if I receive anything, I will let you guys know. There is also a Discord that I am actually a part of, so you guys can go ahead and join that Discord right now. For those who are watching right now, please join this. Please join this Power and Revolution Discord. That is very, very fun, and a lot of people love to join into it. It's very interactive. A lot of people like to talk with each other, and you can actually ask for help for Power and Revolution if you need help. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I will let you guys know whenever I receive the news for 2018 or 2019. And whenever I do, I will immediately make a video and I will set it to premiere. And so as soon as you guys see that that video is going to premiere, then I have officially made the news. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I will see you guys in a couple of hours whenever you will see a very first look, exclusive look into the 2019 edition of the 2019 edition of Power and Revolution. So guys, I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in a couple of hours.